Welcome to Mickey and My Craft. This is Hilda, your host. Today, this is another episode of Deep Autumn Stitch Along for this season. So, last week, right, we finished section 1, right, and we started section 2. And I remember, right, section 1 already you have the border of the line, the division in here through this stitch column over here, okay? So we needed to determine the intersection between this column and this row, because the row, you can go by this. This is the limit of the row. This is the division of the row, okay? This right here. So we discover by looking at the second section, the page, that this corner over here is the intersection. So we proceeded to make a stitch. I'm trying to get you. We did the stitch and we continue working on that area. So we had this column already marked in various spaces. But also I remember I told you that because of the red block, the color is like a tan color, that you should be doing that one before you get into the red colors, because they can be confused between the reds and you might miss one. I'm telling you because that happened to me. I have to revise before I declare a finish. I have to revise this about twice because there was a lot of colors. As you can see with the tan color around here, there was a lot of colors, you see? In here, that's the tan color. So you have red blocks in there and can be confused with the ones already stitched around, and you might miss it, okay? So I'm working on them. I was planning to finish it and then starting the black color, right? But there is another trick I wanted to show you today on how to navigate these little roads, that I call it, of stitches of color. Because it's nice when you have color blockings like this, right? You have a big section over here that you can go around. But when you have this so spread all about around, right, like little pimples on the on the canvas, you gotta do another technique, okay? You are gonna have, I don't suggest you be doing pinching stitch all the time because it's not too much. You pinch one, and even though you leave a little bit of tail, but I don't feel that it will secure. At the last result, you might do it. But one thing I suggest is, and I'm going to get you closer before I start stitching, is to do the longest one, right? I'm about to do this one. To do the longer stitches, the groups of block, okay? Like over here too, I did. Noticing we have another, little pimples already over here. So do those one, and when you finished, right, what you can do is because you have to cut, take the threads apart, pick up one thread, form it into the loop, thread it to the needle, and you can use the loop method on these little ones, okay? There's gonna be probably a point where we're gonna have to grab a new whole one, big one, and use it, but in the meantime, and I'm going to show you that, okay? Because we had this, which is a big group of stitches, And then we have, let me check, we have another one over here. Okay, this one over here. So we can do that big group, and then we can do like a pinch stitch over here, and whatever is left, we can continue doing these little areas of red. Okay, that's a technique. Also save few threads. Okay, because due to my experience with the 3 dogs, I became a little frugal. I try to do as much as I can with the thread that I have on hand. So let's start stitching, right? And you're gonna tell me how you're doing in this journey. Let me fix myself a little bit. Okay. Let me fix myself. By the way, the beaded stitches is gonna end on August 31st. So if you haven't done your beaded stitch it, that's fine. It's a $50 gift card from Amazon. Okay, but you have to finish the product. So you tell me how you're doing in this journey. Have you decided to do it or not? I'm trying to do this like I said, and then we can start with the black one, and I can show you how to treat those divisions between the stitches like little roads, like you're traveling somewhere. Remember, this is a stamp cross stitch, and the way that I see it is a construction of a piece of color-coded cloth for you constructing either for yourself or somebody that you love, that you want to give this piece, but you don't want to take a century doing it. So the tips and tricks that I'm giving you, you can either use them or lose them. I mean, not do them. Because that helps you to cross stitch more efficiently. It's not cross stitching for the heck of cross stitching. I'm sorry, I'm not like that. Okay, I'm not like that. I'm not like that. If I'm doing something, I'm gonna look for a strategic way to do it, you know, the best possible I can. Oh, I'm going to show you a perfect sample of what I'm telling you. You see this right here? If you don't take a second look, you will think that's another stitch you already made. No, that's a red block that you have, because at the first, I thought I was gonna stop in here, cross-stitching it, those red blocks. But look, I have an additional one to do. And look how similar, let me take the needle out. Look how similar it looks like the color around it. That's what I'm talking about. So that's what I suggest, that before you do anything else, or after you establish the line row, because there is one over here, right here, okay, this over here belong to that column that established the border or the limit of the second section. Okay, so I'm gonna do this one. Oh, I forgot something. I forgot to do the other side. I'm sorry, my head is on your way. Let me see if it will come out. Yep, it did come out. So I forgot to do this part of the cross stitch. Now, let me pull back a little bit. Okay, so we did these two big ones, right? And we have some thread over here. This thread can be used for this, for all these little pimples, I call it, on the fabric of colors. Okay, remember, don't to go over this, because you're gonna be tempted to do this one. Don't go underneath, don't go past your border limits. Okay, so what you can do to make the maximum use of this thread is just take the thread, pull it out of the needle, right? Pull them apart, put one on this side, put the ends together on the ones that you took out, the one that you put apart. Of course, you have to see if it's enough though before you do this, but I think it's enough. And then you got one double strand loop to do I'm looking for my threader. and you thread it, right? You leave a little bit tail, pull it up a little bit so it will anchor in the needle, right? And we're gonna use this a little bit, I don't know, for whatever section you want. Let's do this one so we are not tempted to go past the line, the limit of the road. Okay, so I'm gonna do one, and then you can use this, that piece, those two pieces of thread, and double it and make a loop, and it will be easier for you. And you just do a full stitch. You finish like any normal. You leave a little bit in here. Whoops. And this you can no longer use it. Okay? This size. So I put it away. Now I'm gonna grab me the other piece. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, here it is. Again, this is the other piece that was left over of this stitch and this one over here. Okay, and we pulled it apart from the needle, and I like to cut a little bit of the fuss on the top. And then what we're gonna do now is fold it, the other piece, and thread it to the needle, into the needle. I'm gonna leave a little bit of tail, right? And we're doing this part over here. Okay, so we're gonna do the next one, which is this one on the side. Yeah, it doesn't go all over the bottom line, I mean bottom border of the I'm thinking whether I can jump 1, 2, 3 on this case. I'm gonna try it. I'm risking it. Okay, I do risking it. Okay, and we got those little pimples. Now we need to grab a new one. All right, this is the last one of this strand. I don't know if I'm gonna have to grab another one. I'm gonna prepare this and I'll be right back, and I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. Okay guys, I have a brand new thread, okay, with the loop. Now looking over here, we're gonna find some other groups that we can do of red blocks, right? Like we have one over here which you don't jump more than 2. Over here I jumped 3. I took a risk, but in these cases you can make the exception. Over here 1 2 3 4, no, I won't jump 4, but at least 3 when this is the case and you have 1 on the side. But over here, like we had this little group over here that we can do, right? And I saw another one. Maybe you can do this group over here, and I'm seeing and then we can do this one on the top over here, because I was thinking about this one, but remember when we finish this one I gotta cut and we're gonna do the pinch stitch, which you're gonna have to leave a little bit of tail on the back. So that's thread that you cannot use. Maybe we can use one of the what I'm going to show you again to do this. Okay, so we're going to do this one first and then we're going to do this one. And I know this is within the border because this is on the inside. The border is right over here. Okay? The border is right over here. This is on the inside. So I'm doing everything that is on the inside. Once I mark, it's like it's like a dog. They mark their place, their territory. So you're marking the territory over here, or the section too. So once you mark that, you proceed to do the rest. That's a good way to put it. That's an analogy. A very weird one, but an analogy. putting the back of the stitch. Okay, so again, we are trying to do these little small ones, right? But what we're doing is we're picking up a small ones that don't have that many blank stitches in between that we can jump. This one is going to be a loner, okay? And these two too. So we are going to try to do this one. As a matter of fact, we're probably going to try to do these three, the group of these three, okay, to finish it up. Again, whatever was left, right, whatever was left after you do those big groups, you're gonna take it out of the needle, right? You're gonna split that thread in two. Okay, and you're gonna start using it, and then you're gonna fold it in half or put the ends together. I will cut a little bit that fuss. Right, and then we're gonna thread it. We have that other piece on the side. And now I cannot find my gladiator. Oh, here it is. So now we're gonna do this, right? I don't think I'm gonna want to jump that much, but okay, it's jumping two on the side, so I'm gonna start over here on this one. And I'm gonna go like this, I'm gonna go like this, and then end it up over here. You might say, well, why you don't use that little bit for all these little ones? Because you're still gonna have some left over to do. I'm trying to use. So I'm trying, and then you're gonna have to use a pinch stitch. And that's what I'm trying to avoid with these little ones, okay? So let's do this group over here, right? And then we can move a little bit more, and I think we're gonna finish doing this today, and then next week I'm gonna teach you something about the black one. I'm gonna leave this one here. I'm gonna do the rest of green. I'll probably pick up another color so we can work on that one. So let's start doing this, okay? Because I don't want to take the whole day on this. Okay, I might have to move around with the cloth. Remember, I do that a lot. Let me get you closer. Probably pretty soon the battery is gonna tell me to I still have enough, and I have a little bit of tail over here to compensate. Over here I wanna do this. I wanna do this one completely. That came out of nowhere. Can we do these ones? Let's see. Let's see how it goes. Cut this one, you cannot do anything with this. Okay, this is too short. So now we're gonna grab the other piece. Remember, we split the thread in two. We're gonna thread it. Let me take this out. You don't have to wax them again because they already have wax on it, and you don't want to, like I said, overdo it. Okay, we have a little bit of tail, right? You pull it a little bit, it will kind of anchor in there. Okay, so what other stitches we could do, right, that doesn't have much space in between? And I'm seeing this one over here. Okay, I'm seeing these ones. Okay, so let's get started these ones. I'm sorry, guys. You know what? I'm gonna have to change the battery, guys. So I'm gonna accommodate myself, and we come back and do those stitches. So we are gonna be working. I'm back with new battery too. We're gonna be working on these. Well, the camera has a new battery. I need new parts. So anyway, we're gonna be working these 3 sets over here because there is not that much distance, and like I said, you can use the leftover. Remember, you can go back to watch what I did with when you use a brand new thread a couple of times. You still have a lot. You pull that thread out of the needle, you divided that thread, and you create 2 threads with a loop, and you can use the loop method, which is easier and it has less bumps, if none at all. Okay, you have to be watch out, so you need a one come out of here. This is very interesting because with a stamp cross stitch, it's like you imagining little rows of stitches that you have to make, and I have fun with that. I don't know about you, but I do have fun with it. I'm trying to take it out of put it in auto. Okay, so I don't know about you, but I have fun doing, like I said, doing these little rows of stitches. We're gonna go to the next group, because remember we can jump 2 stitches. I'm going to jump 2 stitches diagonally, then I'm gonna jump 2 more stitches diagonally, I don't know why this camera won't stay the way I want to put it. I was thinking about jumping over here, but I was gonna use these 2 on a separate stitch. I don't know, I'm gonna have enough. Let's see what happens. It's a matter of trial and error. Here's 2 stitches. That's good. I'm gonna have to be very careful over here, because I'm gonna have to shorten my tail so I can grab more excuse me, more thread. And this is what I was afraid of, because once it comes out, you have to shorten it over here, because you have to make it even, so they both thread comes in. Let's see if we can still do this. It's only a matter of and over here again. I'm just gonna have to go like this. A little bit careful, grabbing your tail over here. Yeah, that's stuff that wants to come out. I'm gonna have to deal with that in a moment. And this one, we really stretch this thread. The other one won't help you on the back over there. Yeah, this is tail that is coming out. I gotta put this back again. Okay, so we have that. We're almost done. Okay, but I ran out of the strand, so I gotta pick up a brand new strand, and I'll be right back. So I have to look for the threader because he fell on the floor, and I'm with Mickey. You have to be very, very careful. Okay, so I looked for the strand from my keyed it up right here, the number 10, right? That's the one. That's the red block. So we are going, now we are in the final phase, right? We don't have that many bigger groups. Most of them are solitary. I'm not gonna jump that much in here. And we have like these two, and these two at the top. So what I'm gonna do, these two can be done together, okay? So we're gonna have a lot more thread, and we probably be able to break it more than once. Okay, so let's get started, and then we are done over here, and then I'll tell you at the end what we're gonna do for next week. I'm gonna be doing another color, although there's a lot of because I wanted to show the up and down stitch. What is the advantage of doing the half cross stitch on this way, all the way up, and then come back down to the other half cross stitch, in light that we have more over here to do. Okay, so I'll let you know in after we finish this. So let's get started this. Right, this is the last little group that I can use. Well, that I can use. No, I have to pick up a new thread for it. We did that one, so we have enough thread, and I think we could do more than 2 again, right? We are gonna take it out of, we cut the thread, we're gonna take out the needle, right? We're gonna divide these threads, right? We're gonna split it. We're gonna put one on the side because we're gonna use it later, right? And then we are going to do this one double thread, and it creates a loop. Okay, we're going to thread back the needle. Just take a little bit out of the fuzz in here. I'm putting back on my gladiator thing. So I don't need it that much. Okay, and I think we can get another group from here, and let's get started. We're gonna leave these two for last, and we're gonna do these ones first. You know, the ones that are 3. We only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to do left. Okay, and we are done for today. So let's get started for the first one. Oop. Okay, here it is. We got this one, which I'm gonna do the same thing because I like to work on the loop on these little 3 stitches group. I don't like the pinch tip stitch because it's too little. So you got one there, and this one we might be able to use it on the 2 later on. I know it's short, looks short, but you don't need that many thread for the group of 3. And this is how you save. Oh, this came off. No, has to be the 2. We're gonna create the loop. Okay, we got those. We're gonna leave that 2 for last one. We're gonna do these 3. I know you might be thinking, whoa, that's a little bit, but believe me, it's enough. Let me do these ones. So we're gonna finish. Already have my needle on my thread. We're gonna finish with these red boxes because when we get to do the red thread, we don't see any more confusion. As I show you, you rewind, I show you what happened in here. So let's get this one done. Oh, I'm sorry about that, guys. I don't know why this camera does that to me. I'm gonna have to take the outer off. I'm sorry, guys. It's giving me a hard time today. She doesn't want to work. Well, you don't want to work today. I'm doing these two down here. Like I said, you can put this one because then you can start when you start the third section, you can use this. Okay, that's all that we have to do. Let me put it back there. I'll take care of fixing the rest when we finish. So now we did all the red blocks on the red one because we found out over here that there was a red one, right? And I show you, if you do rewind, I did show you that you can left it by mistake. Okay, you can leave it by mistake. So that's why we decided to work. I decided to work today on the red squares. So now when I get to do all those neat, nice colors of the fall, you know, so it won't be any confusion. Now, for next week, I'm going to show you how the up and down stitch, a half stitch up and half stitch down, can help you on this area over here, and then you can continue. Okay, in the meantime, and then we're gonna see more of that in here. Okay, in the meantime, I'm gonna be doing another of the other two colors. Like probably I'm gonna be doing the cross over here, because this cross is all black, I'm assuming. Nope, we have some over here that are purple. Remember, I showed you how to differentiate between the two. So we're probably gonna see that next week. Well, I'm gonna do the X, then I show you the black, and then I show you this, the difference between the black cross and the purple cross, how to look it up on the chart. Although I did that, but we can review it. Okay, so thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy this part. We're coming along pretty good on this one. I just have to keep on working on these and do the confetti, and this one was gonna come out real good. Okay, so again, thank you for watching. Have a wonderful week. Don't forget to hug and kiss your fur baby from Mickey and I. Until the next time, much love and peace to all of you. Bye.